Hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just to be notified of every single time that I upload. For today's video, I have a super exciting one because if you are an autumn lover like myself, you are going to love today's review. We are going to be reviewing the latest collection by Relove, and I mean, they don't launch a lot anyway, but the fact that they've done a pumpkin spice collection resonates with my soul, and I absolutely love it. Relove is one of Revolution's sister brands, and they are so affordable. Everything is £5 and under. This makeup does not break the bank, and the fact that this is the theme just makes my heart so happy. I did actually first see this collection on and in Superdrug, but it is finally on the Revolution website if you want to check it out. In the collection, they have a sponge, a palette, 2 lip creams, a brown mascara, and also a cream blush, which is why I've got hardly any makeup on at the moment, because that is the first product we're going to test. So if you'd like to see all these products in action and see what I think of them, then please keep watching. Okay, so this first item is called the Pumpkin Crush Soft Cream Blush. There are 3 shades. I did just get one. I do kind of want all of them, but I just went for this mauvey toned one. And this is called Java Plum. They also have Decaf Pink and Extra Hot Orange. And these are £5 each. Okay, because it's in this sort of squeegee tube, I think I'm just going to just squeeze a little amount onto my brush. I've never used this before. I don't know how pigmented it's going to be, so I'm just going to take a little bit at a time. That is a beautiful colour, and I'm just going to, well, I'm just going to take my time blending that out. Okay, it's super pigmented. Okay, so on my skin tone, it's actually come out quite pinky. I thought it was going to be more of that mauvey colour. I'm not sure if it's my skin tone, but yeah, I definitely thought it was going to be a bit more on the purpley side, but this looks more pink. I mean, I'm not mad at that. I do love a pink blush. If you are fair like me and you've got this shade, I will just say be very careful. It's a super pigmented shade and you do not need a lot. Just tapping around the edges just to sort of like blend that in a little bit better, because I did not expect that level of pigment, but that looks absolutely beautiful. Very pigmented for £5. I also love the finish of this blush, like where it has that more soft cream texture. It's not super wet and dewy looking on the skin. It has that more demi matte sort of formula, and I'm all for that. I'm literally so annoyed I didn't use the pumpkin sponge. This is £5. To be honest with you, I really didn't want to use it anyway. It is so cute. I don't want to ruin it, but this is what it looks like. Obviously, I'm not using this on my face, but just feeling this has a really good texture to it. It's not really hard and dense. It has a super soft, bouncy sponge formula. Kind of reminds me of their like heart one that they did, and it was honestly so good. So I think for £5, that is a really good sponge. The fact that this is a pumpkin as well. Obsessed. I should have used this really for the blush, but I don't think I can put... Can I put more on? Literally like scraping the bottom of it just to say that I've used it for this video, because I think I'll be annoyed with myself that I didn't use it, but I'm just going to use this to bounce out the formula. Even with that sponge, it blended in really nicely. I think because of the flat bit at the bottom, this would work perfectly for foundation and concealer, and yeah, I just love how soft it is. Obviously, I do not need any more sponges, but I could not resist the pumpkin shape. Okay, so I'm back. I've powdered, I've bronzered, and I've also put my brows on because I wanted to show you what the blush looks like over powder without putting any on top. So this is what the skin is looking like while I'm all set, and you can still very much see the blush underneath, which I absolutely love because it just helps it last a bit longer if you can already see the cream and then you apply the powder on top. So for the powder, I found this one in my collection because I really was looking for that more warm mauve blush and I was really struggling. Then I realised I have one of these little P. Louise minis. I'm hoping you can buy these, but I'm going to use this one because I thought that is a literal perfect match to the packaging of what that other blush is. I'm hoping it will just work with the shade that's on my cheek. So I'm going to be a bit more light-handed just because it is that more mauvey colour. To see how that blush on top, just emphasise it and it will keep it lasting extra long. I'm just going to put some highlighter on. This is the Relove Blush Duo in the shade Sweet. I'm obviously just going to take the highlighter. Okay, next we're going to be using the eyeshadow palette. So this is what it looks like. This is just called the Pumpkin Spice Pocket Palette. This is absolutely tiny. I must admit, I wasn't expecting it to be this small, but it is only £3, but it's literally like the size of the palm of my hand. I saw it online and I was like, oh, that looks like a cute palette. And then when I saw it in life, I was like, oh, that's why it's only £3. The packaging, by the way, for this collection is so cute. I love the little illustrations of like the pumpkins and the leaves and the stars. I just love it. And this is the palette. I must admit, I love the colour story of this. The fact that we have an orange, medium brown and a deep brown and a light shimmer. I'm sorry. It just screams Alex palette. You know, it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think it fits the theme. It's the type of palette that I would love and use, and I'm so excited to use this. And also like the little pumpkin and leaves imprint. It's just adorable. I'm sorry, I know I'm 27, you know, but I just find all this stuff really cute. And I love it. I literally forgot that Relove did an eye base. This is called the Eye Prime Eyeshadow Primer. So I'm going to use this. Did do like an autumn pumpkin spice tutorial last year. I will link that down below if you want to look at that. I did like the full base, eyes, all of that. So this is kind of my like version of it this year, which I absolutely love. I think firstly I am going to take the orange of the palette because I do want that to be, you know, centre stage. You gotta say, you know, I know the palette's tiny, but it's super affordable and you just can't fault that pigment. Next, I'm gonna take the light brown in the palette. I'm gonna take that on a much bigger, fluffy brush and I'm gonna use this to blend out the orange. And then I'm just gonna take a clean, fluffy blending brush and I'm just gonna tidy these edges because I think this side just got a little bit too crazy. And finally, I'm going to take the deeper brown in the palette and I'm just going to add this to the outer corner just to give it a bit of depth. Then I'm just going to go back through both the shades. I'll start off with the orange actually. I'm not even going to take anything extra on my brush. I'm just going to re-blend it through just so the pigment gets brought back. And then for the shimmer, obviously we're just going to take the one shimmer in the palette. Hello, there we go. Is it going to work better on my finger? I don't know. Oh, it does. It does have slight putty texture to it, which I'm not loving, but I mean the reflex in it are nice. Yeah, it's like a full-on putty shimmer. And you know how I feel about putty shimmers. But in all honesty, it's going on the lid really well. Even though it's a putty, with my finger, it applies really pigmented and it does look almost sort of wet on my lid. It's not picking up very well on a brush. I just wanted one to like just touch these inner corners because I can't reach all the way. I'm slightly disappointed that it's a putty. Because my lids look kind of more like wet, shimmery, rather than like super metallic in your face. But I'll give credit where credit's due. It is one of the more pigmented putty shimmers that I've tried. I will say that it is definitely more of like a natural, wet finish looking shimmer, you know? I'm just going to take the medium brown on a more like denser brush and I'm just going to apply that to my lower lash line. Yeah, it does look beautiful, but when you start to assess it up close, like, can you see the lines on my lid? Like, that just shows the wetness of it and it just shows it settling into my like eye creases, and I'm not like a huge lover of it. Would it put me off of wearing it out of the house? Probably not. Like, most of the time my eyes are like this anyway, so you wouldn't even be able to tell, but it's just the fact that I know it's that more wet sort of texture. Okay, while we're up close and personal, we're going to try the mascara. So love this name. This is called the Latte Lash Brown Mascara. So excited to try this. I feel like Relove mascaras are very hit and miss depending on the wand. And I'm not going to lie, me just looking at this wand for the first time, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to love that. I really hate the thick, really gappy mascaras. I feel like they just don't do anything to my lashes, but I don't want to prejudge it. It says the ultra pigmented, ultra rich brown mascara lifts your lashes for a high volume finish. Love your lashes at a super affordable price. Again, love that this is brown because I love a brown mascara. I just feel like it is a little bit more of a softer look on the lashes. Yeah, so straight away, you know, I'm not a huge fan of this brush. I feel like I'm also getting this like all over my lid because the wand is so big. I must say though, it is giving my lashes some volume. I think I just need to build this up in a few coats. Based off of just like one coat alone, like that is not enough of a mascara for me to love, you know. Okay, so this is after 2 coats. It's definitely looking a lot better, like compared to my normal lashes. It's giving me some volume. It's also not clumping them together. So if you don't like clumpy mascaras, you'll definitely like this one. It's a very more like natural separating mascara. But I am noticing though, look, the more I'm building this, the better it's getting. So maybe it's just a buildable mascara and maybe over time as well it'll get better. I do notice that with some mascaras, sometimes they do start off just being too wet and you almost just have to let them dry out a little bit before they start performing like the way that you want them to. But I mean, look at the difference now. You can definitely tell these lashes are much more voluminized. And they're definitely darker and a bit thicker as well. So after 3 coats, that's when it sort of gets on my wavelength. Whether or not I have the patience to spend this long doing mascara, I don't know. It is a lovely colour. It's definitely not as harsh as a black. I think for me, I just prefer a more fast acting mascara. I'm just really lazy, guys. It just comes down to laziness and time as well when you're rushing to get ready. I feel like I would be sitting there spending about 10 minutes doing my mascara. So that is what it looks like with 3 coats, and that is my lashes before. So yeah, I definitely love it after I've spent some time. Okay, so these are the finished eyes with the mascara. I again used 3 coats on this side and also did my bottom lashes. It is a little bit messy on my lower lashes because it is such a big wand. So even though the end result is actually not that bad, it's not my favourite type of mascara, the wand and the formula, just because, as I said, it takes a few coats for it to get to the sort of level that I love. Also, the wand is absolutely huge, and that means it just gets a little bit messy. But ultimately, guys, that is not the worst mascara I've ever tried, and I love the brown. It really complements the eyeshadow. I love it with my eye colour, and yeah, I would use this again. It's just not my like top favourite mascara. And also, sorry, just one more point. This is only £3 as well, so again, I just feel like I can't complain too much because it is so affordable. So for £3, that is a really good mascara. It just requires a little bit more building. Okay, so onto the lips. I have 2 out of the 3. These are creme soft matte lips. We have pumpkin spice, espresso brown and mocha berry. This is what the packaging looks like for the lip creams, and I mean, the packaging is so cute, like all the illustrations on the lid. This colour is very vibrant. I feel like I would have preferred this if it was a little bit more of a warmer orange rather than it being like quite a bright coral, but I couldn't not buy this because it is called pumpkin spice, so that is kind of the reason why I bought that. This is the one I'm going to use today. This is called espresso brown, and this is just such this is such a beautiful chocolatey stunning brown that's perfect for this time of year. I think I need a lip liner because I don't trust myself applying this shade without one. Okay, I have this shade. It is quite a deep brown. It is a little bit more deeper than this, but I feel like it could work. So this is the shade Wonder. Probably helped if I did this. As you can tell, I've not used this shade before, but I'm just going to use this just to outline my lips a little bit so I don't go overboard. I feel like I've done a terrible job of that, but at least I now have an outline. And now I'm going to go in with this. I'm really excited for this because it's described as a matte liquid lipstick. I love me a matte liquid lip. Also, these are £3. If I didn't mention that, I don't think I did. Oh yeah. Actually guys, the lip liner pretty much matches. This is not a colour I usually use just because it is a very deep shade. I'm quite pale as well, but is this not a fabulous autumn makeup look? Also, this formula, beautiful. It's a really moussey, velvety, oh, I just love it. It's not a drying, cakey, matte liquid lipstick. Like, this is not transfer proof. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's not that type of matte liquid lipstick. It just has a finish where it is non-shiny. I'm going to need this formula in many shades because I'm pretty sure that is a new formula for Relove. I don't remember them coming out with liquid lipsticks. They've come out with bullet lipsticks and lip glosses, but I'm sure this is the first matte liquid lipstick, like cream. And I'm obsessed. For £3, I'm sorry, that is such a beautiful liquid lipstick. Love, love, love the formula. And yeah, the colour is stunning. Perfect for autumn. And speaking of autumn, we're going to use this as well. It's not part of the collection and it's not actually available on... No, actually, am I wrong? Yeah, no, sorry. You can't currently buy this on the Revolution website, but it is on Superdrug if you are interested. So this is a brand new formula for Relove. This is actually a shimmer baby gloss. All the rest of them are non-shimmery. And this is actually a very beautiful colour. I'm wondering if that's a Fenty dupe. I'll have to have a look and see if it is. But this is in the shade Autumn. So that is why I bought this. And that is why I'm using it in today's video. Because there's no other time that I think would be more perfect. Try it. Has such a lovely sweet scent to it, and you can definitely see the shimmer particles in it. I think because there's like pink, wrong product. I think because there's like pink and peachy shimmers in there, you can really tell the contrast like of the brown, and that is just absolutely beautiful. You know, this is not a typical combo that I would use because I prefer my more paler nudes, but for this time of year, absolutely. Just checked the Superdrug website. This retails for £3 and I think there are some more colour options. I can't tell on the website because they've put the like normal glosses and the shimmer glosses in the same like section, but I've seen that they've definitely done a nude version of this and I think they have a couple of others as well, so definitely check out the Superdrug website. As for the formula, it's super glossy. You can't really tell on your lips really. I mean, if you rub your lips together, you can feel the shimmer particles a little bit, but who's going to stand there and go, do you know what I mean? I just think for the effect of the shimmer, definitely worth picking up. It's absolutely stunning. And yeah, I'm just obsessed with this makeup look. Gets me even more excited for this time of year. Like, this is my favourite. Everything from decor to makeup looks to fashion to activities that you do, like I just love this time of year and I really love this collection. I think the only thing that did truly disappoint me was the shimmer in the palette, just because like it is that more wet putty and I would just prefer it to be a normal powder shimmer, you know, because you can definitely see the lines in my crease. So I'd feel obliged to go in with another shimmer on top of this, which is not what I would ideally want to do. But as I said, for £3, I can't complain, and you can still see the shimmer. I just think for me, I would just want something a little bit more powder form and also maybe a little bit more gold as well. It looks beautiful in my inner corner and brow bone, I must admit. It's just on my lid where I do get oily, is where it looks a little bit more lackluster, you know? Apart from that, I really love this collection. I think it's perfect for this time of year, and as I said, if you are like me and if you are obsessed with autumn and fall and these types of colours, you are going to love this collection. And what makes it better is that it's so affordable, and that is why I was so excited when Revolution announced this affordable range, because obviously Even normal Revolution now can be quite expensive. Their foundations are now like £11, £12, and some of their products in general are just more expensive, whereas Relove is always going to be £5 and under, and I absolutely love that. Okay, so that was my review on the brand new Relove Pumpkin Spice collection. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what you think of this collection, and of course if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!